Hello everyone and welcome to A Slice of My Life. Today we will be talking about EDC jewelry, and the reason why I'm calling it EDC jewelry is because this is focused on the accessories or the jewelry that I wear on the daily basis. And the reason why I'm making this video is mainly because a lot of you have complimented and requested about a little bit more information about the rings that I wear. So that will be the main focus of this video. It's these rings that I'm wearing, but I decided to add in other things, anything that I would consider my jewelry, accessories, man bling or whatever. So I'm gonna start from the top. So first of all, I rock some earrings. I have 3 earrings that I wear on the daily. Yes, I've taken them out now so I can show it to you guys. So this pair, basically they go on my left ear and this goes on to my right ear. These pair of earrings were actually given to me by my mom. They are a square shaped triangle, so it's like a prism shape. You know, I should have just said prism from the start, and then it has a diamond set in. I don't know what grade of the diamond this is, but I do know that this is white gold, and so it works for me. Now, I am someone who has some problems with skin. I'm not able to handle like patina, I can't handle pewter, I'm not able to handle sterling silver, so I can only work with either gold, white gold, platinum or stainless steel, and that is the kind of metals that I've tried so far. So the backstory is that when I was 10 years old, when I turned 10, my mom basically gave me a birthday gift, and that was to get my ear pierced, and it was the left side. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, why would I want to get my ear pierced at the age of 10? At the point of time, one of our favorite family shows was the Cosby Show. While watching the Cosby Show, we noticed that a lot of the kids would actually have their ears pierced, and they were wearing very nice earrings. And so my mom asked me if I wanted to get my ear pierced for my birthday, and I said yes. And then this pair of earrings were gifted to me by my mom when I turned 21. And so I keep my ear piercings and this pair of earrings because, well, it's a gift from my mom. Both the ear piercings as well as the earrings, so this will stay with me for the rest of my life. I don't know if I'll ever change it out. Maybe if I get married and if, you know, my future wife gets me a pair of earrings, I might rock that, but this is definitely, in my opinion, a family heirloom, and I'm gonna keep this forever because it's from my mom and it means so much to me. 10 years old, 21 years old. Now for this is basically I gave myself a present, and when I turned 18 I decided to get my right ear pierced with 1 piercing, and then this I don't know what material this is, but this is straight from the piercing shop. I just kept the stud on. I look really weird when I wear anything other than studs. Like, I just cannot pull off any kind of like hoops or dangly earrings, even though some dangly earrings are pretty cool. But anyway, these are the piercings and the earrings that I have. Now moving down, I actually wear a necklace on the daily, and a lot of you know me for actually this necklace first, and this is my PSYK necklace. This is my moniker. In case you don't know, it is my stage name in terms of DJing and dance, and this necklace is in surgical stainless steel along with this pendant here. It is also surgical stainless steel. Now this one I got off eBay from, I think, some maker in China. All I had to do was just send him the artwork file, and this is just old English font, all in small letters, and then they basically just did a mock-up of how it would look like when it was cut out, and I said okay, and I paid for it. It was like, what, $30 US, which is not bad, but you could see a lot of wear on it because I've been wearing this for years and years and years. Now for this particular necklace here, this style of necklace, this is known as the Gucci Link style, and it was actually made famous by, if I'm not wrong, Pharrell Williams, you know, in the late 2000s when he was still working with the Teriyaki Boys and with Verbal and all that stuff. The original one that he wore was really, really big. Like, it was huge. Like, each link was like this size or something. But then I realized that this caught on, and it also was quite a throwback to the 80s hip-hop style, you know, like artists like Run DMC. And my profession at the point of time was a full-time dance instructor, and getting into the whole, I guess, the whole street dance culture. The style that I dance is popping, and so a lot of Chicano influence in terms of the dressing style leaked into Asia, and then a lot of people started to bring back these name necklaces. I know that a lot of people wore name belt buckles as well. I had a period of time when I wore that, but I don't do that anymore. But this basically over time became an identity. Like, everyone recognized me for this particular necklace, especially this link over here. I think I'm the only one in Singapore to actually be rocking this on the daily. I've honestly never seen anyone else rock a Gucci Link necklace yet, so it is something that I really dig quite a lot. This one was from Sausalito Jewelry, I think. I think they're now defunct, which is a bit of a shame. At the point of time, very, very good customer service. It's served me well for so many years, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I've never washed this, I've never polished this. Of course, I don't wear it to bathe and stuff, but that shine is just awesome. Surgical stainless steel is just just amazing. But I had to do a little bit of customization on my own. It's a little bit DIY work just to get these two clasps here. And these clasps are also from Sausalito, and they are at the same time surgical stainless steel. But lately, I've been rocking this. And this is another necklace, something a little bit more, I guess, muted when compared to this. This one is a little bit more loud. Like if I'm decked out in something a little bit more dressier, like for example a dress shirt, then I would be wearing this instead. You know, still gonna keep that whole hip hop vibe, you know. But this is a Bula Kula tritium lantern. This is the muzzle brake style. It is actually in titanium. It was polished titanium, but then I stone washed it, so you can see the difference on the slots cut out on the inside versus the outside here. And I've been wearing it quite a lot, knocked it about here and there because you can see some dents here, but it served me very well. I initially got it because I wanted to put it on a zipper just so I could have a tritium lantern, but then I looked at it again and I just tried it out as a necklace, and wow, it really works very, very well. I kind of want to get myself another Bula Kula muzzle brake lantern because it looks so cool. Look at that, it just looks so cool. And then this necklace itself is also made of surgical stainless steel, and where this came from is when I bought this pendant. So this pendant actually came with this particular necklace, but I never used it because I really wanted to keep my identity at the point of time. I just kept this with the Gucci Link necklace, and then I put it on here, and it works. Like, it works very well. Moving on to the next jewelry. This, I don't know if I should consider this jewelry, but it is my watch. This watch is actually given to me by Emma. Prior to this, I only wore G-Shock watches, and I'm talking about like this kind of G-Shock watches. This is one of my most worn G-Shock watches because it is just so versatile in terms of color. Black and gold, it goes very well with almost any kind of attire, any kind of color combination. I used to have a lot of G-Shocks. Like, I'm talking about, like, I used to collect G-Shocks, but then, you know, after a while I decided, you know, maybe watches isn't my thing, so I sold off what I didn't need and I just kept a few, all stored up, but they are not part of my everyday wear, so I'm not talking about those. But the reason why I'm showing you this, even though this isn't my everyday wear, is because I used to wear this every single day. And if, say for example, I'm going for a DJ gig or something and I'm going to possibly knock my wrist around, you know, like crowded areas, I would wear this watch because I don't mind this getting scuffed up or dirty or just sweated out. See, I haven't cleaned it in a long time. You can see some gunk in there, which reminds me I should go clean it after this. Sorry guys, you have to see that. But anyway, going back to the Timex, this is called a Waterbury. Waterbury, I think that's how you pronounce it. Waterbury. Yeah, Waterbury. Yeah, this is the Waterbury model. It's a chrono watch, although I don't use the chrono function, but Emma got this for me because she wanted me to have something a little bit more dressier. This was my birthday present a couple of years ago, and I've been wearing it, and I've scratched the glass. See, there's a small little scuff right there, and I still feel very, I guess, very bad. It, like, I feel an aching in my heart every time I see that scratch there. I don't know how to get it off. I don't know how I can buff out scratches on glass. If you guys have any ideas or any knowledge on how to do so, please let me know. Okay, I've heard of people using like toothpaste. I don't know, I might just put some toothpaste and then just use a Dremel, like we kind of buff it up. I don't know, just if you guys know, just leave them in the comments below, please. I'd like to know. Okay, I want to get this polished up again. But yes, this is my watch that I wear on the daily, and this is aluminum. It's brushed aluminum and it fits my wrist very nicely. So I wear my watch on my left hand even though I'm a lefty. On my right hand, I actually rock some bracelets. Now I'm not wearing a bracelet now, and that's because I want to show it to you guys. So this is one of the bracelets that I wear. This is a paracord bracelet. Yep, I tie my own paracord bracelets, and I've lately been getting into tying a lot of paracord bracelets. So I do have a whole slew of these bracelets that I could choose from depending on the attire or the color scheme that I'm wearing for the day. These go well with the OOTD. These two, actually these four, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, these four are in my rotation the most often because they match the easiest with anything, because they're mainly monochrome, and this goes well with a nice pair of jeans, you know. So black t-shirt, pair of jeans or whatever. I love these combinations here. I'm quite proud of these, even though they're very simple, straightforward snake knots. And once again, shout out to Yong Chiang, my buddy, for giving me these Sugargrove beads. They are awesome, the Seasons beads. Put them on a black 330 paracord snake knot bracelet, and yeah, this is just really awesome. So when I'm feeling like I want to be a little bit more blingy, I will wear this, but if not, then this would suffice as well. This is a titanium bead here with 4 tritium vials in it. These are the 1.5 by 6 mm tritium vials. You can see the glow there. They're all green, and they match the green glow here that I've used for this tritium here in the Bula Kula tritium lantern. So they kind of like are a set, I suppose. But lately I've been getting more and more into paracord weaving, and I have expanded my horizons in terms of the kind of weaves that I've done. So this is the first one. I call this the peekaboo style because the core is of a I guess, an opposing color. It stands out, and this is a standard Cobra weave or Solomon's weave. And I like the way it peeks out that way, using 2 different colors. So this was my first time, you know, I've got to put a little twist on the standard, I guess the standard weaves. So this is my little twist. I have the little peekaboo style. And then I went one step ahead and I used 3 different chords and I got this. And this is a Solomon's Dragon style weave, and I have that iridescent color. I know it doesn't really look iridescent on camera, but in real life it's quite a iridescent effect, like a color shifting effect for these eyes area. And then, you know, I got to take it a next step further, and I actually made this version, which also uses 3 different chords, but you could see that I've got these 2-tone colors going on. So some are white, some are blue, and yeah, it's another Solomon's Dragon style weave. I'm quite proud of this because this took me a long time. But just last night I finished a new bracelet, and this one took me an entire day, because prior to this I've never ever tried out a monkey's fist, but then I made a monkey's fist bracelet. So what a way to learn about a new knot, right? So I just learned about this knot, a monkey's fist. So this, any one of this goes on to my right hand depending on the outfit that I'm wearing for the day. And now on to the main part of the video, where I'll be talking about these rings. Now first of all, these rings are made by E6 Rings, previously known as KO Creations, on Etsy. They are still on Etsy. I will put a link in the description box down below, but I gotta tell you guys, they are hands down, in my opinion, the most affordable yet high quality carbon fiber rings that are available, that I've come across so far. Now there was this period of time when I was looking for affordable carbon fiber rings, and I actually backed a couple on Kickstarter, and well, I got scammed basically, or some shit happened and it just didn't work out. But when I came across this, I decided to give it a shot, and wow, I am more than impressed. Well, let's talk about this ring here first. This is a domed style, marble looking kind of carbon fiber. Now you can see the actual weave on the inside here. See that? That's the actual carbon fiber weave, because it's not been ground out too much, but you could see it is of a standard carbon fiber weave. Then of course they had to do some finishing here to make it smooth, so that's why you don't get that sharp style like this in the background here. You could see it's a little bit muted, but you could still see the weave pattern. And then Cade, the owner of E6 Rings, had one in this style on offer, and this is known as the rough cut style on the Etsy page, and I decided to just take a leap of faith and bought it, and it arrived. And the moment I unboxed it and I saw the patterns that was, you know, resulting from that texturing, I was just blown away. I mean, I've seen very, very nice textures coming out of, say for example, micarta or, you know, multicolored layered G10, but for this to come out of carbon fiber, this is just awesome. It looks like Damascus, doesn't it? It looks like random pattern Damascus, and it is just so beautiful. It's got depth to it, got 2-tone colors as well as that rock style kind of texturing on it. Like, this is just beautiful. And of course, I had to get myself another one in a smaller, I guess smaller width. So this one is a 6mm width, this one is a 8mm width. And the good thing for me is that my index finger and my thumb both are of the same ring size. This was about 60 US, and in my opinion was just totally worth the money. And so before I go into these 2 rings over here, I want to give you guys a little bit of story time. So here we go, story time. These 2 actually not the first rings that I bought from Cade. This is the first ring that I bought from Cade. It is the same ring, it's just thinner, and you can see that Cade now makes rings in a much thicker width, okay? But I got this, and this was the one that actually blew me away at first. You guys saw me wearing this a lot, and I'm sure you guys actually saw another ring that I wore on my left or my right hand, maybe on my right hand, that was this silver with a little bit of black spots, almost like a, I guess a leopard skin kind of. And I actually lost that ring, so damn it, I lost that ring. But that was a texalium ring. I bought that because I spoke to Cade after getting this, and I asked him, hey, you know, you have that texalium smooth finish ring, would you consider making one of your rough style rings out of that material? And so he said, you know what, I'll just give it a shot. I still paid full price for it, but it came, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I guess because of the way he made it, it was a texalium layer above a carbon fiber layer, so it was less silver but more grey or more blackish. And I lost that ring. I just totally lost it. I lost it overseas, so I was kind of heartbroken. And then I contacted Cade again and I said, hey, you know what, I'm gonna be buying another pair of rings. And he asked me why. So I said, well, because I lost the ring. And so we managed to get this conversation going on, and he said that, you know, prior to this, his texalium rings were all like a different kind of percentage between texalium and carbon fiber. And so he said, I'm gonna try a 50-50, and so it resulted in this. this, look at this guys, look at the layering done here. You could see some hints of the original texalium weave in there, and texalium basically is like, just think of carbon fiber but just silver in color, or any kind of colored carbon fiber. That generally is texalium. But look at that, almost like topography. I don't even know how to describe this except that it is beautiful. You can actually see the depth of it, and you could see the layers and all that, the resin, the texalium. That is just beautiful. Depending on how the light hits it, there's so much character to this. And in here is still carbon fiber. See? Super smooth, super well done. And all these were actually rounded by Kate. I didn't do any rounding on my own. You know, a lot of times when you get carbon fiber rings, you just cut it off flat and it is quite sharp. You want to do some rounding on your own. This is how it arrived. And then once I put them on, I got really addicted to these two. And I used to wear them on my index finger, just kind of like this. Like that. And I thought, man, it'd be cool if I could wear a pair, you know, one on my index finger and one on my thumb as well. So then I reached out to Kate again and I said, I'm back again. And he said, oh no, did you lose your rings again? And I said, no, I didn't lose them. I want to get another pair, and I want to get them in 8mm wide this time. And he said, you know, the texalium rings that you're doing, those rough cut texalium, I could do it in just 100% texalium. Would you like to try that out? And I said, yes. And this is what it is. Look. That's what texalium looks like, guys. Let me just try and get the focus here. There we go. So there, guys, that's what texalium looks like. It's basically silver colored carbon fiber. And this is the result. No dark colors peeping through, but you could see the amount of texalium layers here. Look at that. Look at that. This is just beautiful. So I'm really happy with the way this turned out. And if you guys have any crazy ideas or anything you want to try, just hit Kate up and speak to him. You know, always links in the description down below. Just make sure you check it out. This is the carbon fiber / texalium rings by E6 Rings. It is not a sponsored post because I paid for everything, but it is just so awesome, and a lot of you have been asking me for more information or more details about these rings, and so this is it, guys. This is it. And basically this is how I generally wear it. It doesn't get in the way. I hold pens this way and it rests up here so it doesn't get in the way of anything. Very comfortable, very nicely done, very nicely finished. So that is it, everyone. That is it. This is my EDC jewelry. If you guys are interested, like, I don't have links for any of these except for the Bullet Cooler one, so let me know if you're interested in this. I guess I'll just put a link anyway to the Bullet Cooler website, although most of the sales that I believe that he does is via Instagram, because I got this on Instagram. Paracording stuff, you know, I'm not gonna be doing paracord tutorials, please. I don't want to do that. There's more than enough very awesome paracord weaving tutorial video channels, like for example Board Paracord or Weavers of Eternity. This one was inspired by Weavers of Eternity, this one was inspired by Board Paracord, and yeah, I mean, very simple, very straightforward. Just purchase some paracords and just weave away. It's a very therapeutic process. Just sit down with a cup of coffee or maybe some beer and just enjoy your time. Take a relaxing afternoon, just weave something, and then you could wear it and rock it. Thank you so much for sharing in this slice of my life, everyone. I hope that you found this video interesting, because it's more of me just sharing about something random just because you guys have been asking about it. Let me know if you enjoy this kind of content, and if you guys want to find out a little bit more about me, like anything that I wear or what I carry every day, things like that, just let me know. I'm open to any kind of suggestions for content here on the channel. Before I end this video, I want to give a shout out to my patron, Jong-un. Yes, it is An Jong-un. Bro, thank you so much for being a patron of mine on my Patreon page. I really appreciate it. So shout out to you, because this is one of your rewards for being in one of the higher tiers. I really appreciate it. And that is it, everyone. I'll catch all of you in the next slice of my life. And until then, Gaga Boos.